All right, let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons. This is a team obviously in first place. They haven't played their best football as of the past couple of weeks. Coming out of the bye, big chance to turn things around and head into hopefully a postseason run with momentum. And to that end, the Falcons coaching staff has recently made a really smart change, a really good, solid strategic move that should help Atlanta going forward. I'm Nick, and this is Saturday Morning Inspection. All right, every time a team comes out of a bye, some teams do it well, some teams do it poorly, and the most important element is to figure out what you need to change to improve and then to act on it. That's what the Falcons are doing. Smart move made by the coaching staff. Let's pull up this report, big time change here. We'll talk about it more on the other side. This is courtesy of NBC Sports. No team has used play action less than the Falcons to this point of the year, and they're the only team using it less than 10% of the time. That's crazy low. Kirk Cousins has thrown just 50 play action passes through 11 games, which is a far lower percentage than he employed during his time with the Vikings, and it was an area of strength for the veteran while in Minnesota. On Monday, head coach Raheem Morris said the team has more play action calls but have neglected them to this point in the season. Morris said the plan is for that to change once the team returns to the field this week. It's something that we want to increase, something that we want to do better, something that we want to make more important, more a part of our game, Morris said via the team's website. The Falcons are in first place in the NFC South, and they have a tiebreaker edge on the Bucs after sweeping the season series between the team. Finding ways to get as much as possible out of the offense will be a good approach to ensuring they remain in front. That is speaking the obvious there, especially where the Falcons played offensively against the Denver Broncos. They have the ability, they have the talent to use play action. Great decision by the coaching staff here to making a key change to help that problem. Miles, I'm curious what your thoughts are on this, but first, Falcons fans in the comment section below, massive matchup this weekend against the Los Angeles Chargers. Both teams vying for playoff position. Big time November, December football. I believe it will be December 1st. So December football will be here. Give us your prediction, final score, Falcons, Chargers. Put it in the comment section below. But Miles, give me your thoughts on this latest news out of Atlanta.
Yeah, Nick, I think this is going to be a really big change because, quite frankly, they can go nowhere but up when it comes to play action. I'm going to give you some stats here from True Media. 8% of plays the Falcons have run have been play action passes. That is the lowest in the league here. Number one in the league is the Washington Commanders at 22% of their plays here. Let's look at average. The Los Angeles Rams, a scheme that Falcons offensive coordinator Zach Robinson kind of got his start in. They sit at number 10 in the NFL, running 17% of the time play action passes. Then let's go back to a year that Kirk Cousins really did a lot, like really crazy well. 2016, Cousins ran 24% of his plays as play action passes, and he did phenomenal that season as far as passing metrics go. So I think that this could be something really good that they start doing. Any amount that they boost up, it's going to give this team better overall play. It's going to fit their scheme a little bit better. It's going to fit Kirk Cousins, what he is good at, his strengths. And I think anytime a coach can play to his players' strengths, that is a very good thing. You should always try to play to your players' strengths because that's obviously what they're the best at. I wouldn't try to scramble with Kirk Cousins too much. Probably not a good idea. Run more play action passes. It seems really simple, but sometimes as a coach, especially a young head coach, you can get blinded by what's going on during the game. There's so much. You don't even realize that maybe you haven't run as many play action plays. It's not something you're necessarily paying attention to. So right here, hats off to Raheem Morris and these coaches to sit back during the bye and say, hey, what is going on? Why have we not played our best football as of late? They dig into it. They get deep into the numbers and say, hey, we are not suiting our quarterback to the best of his abilities. We're going to make a change. Now, they haven't said exactly what, and I think that's probably a wise decision. You don't want to give away your game plan right off the bat, but I expect to see a large rise in play action plays when we see this game against the Chargers, and I expect to see a large rise in the efficiency of this offense as well.
Yeah, and it just makes sense. If you look at the Falcons, how they're structured, great running game, good run blocking offensive line. You would think that old school mentality football going back to like the 1930s, Run the football, sets up the play action pass, big plays over the top, right? Force linebackers and safety to step up because they have to defend against a good running game. Go deep, right? It's like old school football they teach fourth graders for like the past 100 years, it seems like. And the Falcons not only have the talent on paper to do it, they have the production. They have the second ranked running game according to PFF, right? That's a kind of running game in terms of efficiency and analytics you want to use play action behind, and yet somehow they have not done that. Credit to Kirk Cousins in the passing game. They ranked 10th according to PFF, despite not using play actions. I think that's an indicator that if they use more play actions, they will be more effective, score more points, and really lurch forward offensively during the second half of the season. But I think you brought up a great point. Anytime you've got a young offensive coordinator, younger coaching staff, sometimes these guys get lost in the shuffle. Sometimes the game gets hectic, right? You're trying to come up with a 3rd and 5 play, or you got a great double move set up, or Kirk Cousins getting hot, so you try and go shotgun a lot more, and you forget to keep things simple, right? This was what Bill Belichick as a head coach was so good at, was just keeping things simple. Stick to a basic, simple game plan. Let your players execute. And I think Raheem Morris kind of leveled that message on this Falcons coaching staff. And this big change on this coaching strategy, I think will be huge for them down the stretch. Because if they can figure it out, the talent on paper is certainly there for the Falcons to run away with the division. They just got to execute. And I think this latest news is a great sign. They'll be able to do just that.